Come with me to help out with a grape harvest at a local vineyard in Italy. My partner ran into some local friends in town the other night who asked if we wanted to spend a few hours the following morning harvesting grapes at a vineyard up the road. It meant an early rise on a Sunday, but as we're both really interested in the winemaking process, we decided the sacrifice of sleep was worth it. This area is famous for the Franciacorta wine region located just south of the lake, which is best known for its sparkling white wines produced via the same method as champagne. However, the vineyard where we went to help with the harvest is located about 10 kilometers north of the lake, in an area I didn't even know produced wine until we stumbled across some vines on a day out last year. When we arrived, each person was given a set of clippers and an empty crate, and we got to cutting. And ended up being pretty enjoyable, and it was nice to just spend some time in the sunshine. There are about 15 of us in total, and since it's a relatively small vineyard, we finished harvesting all the grapes in just over 2 hours. After we finished, the owner opened up a few bottles of sparkling wine for us to share. While this vineyard produces red wine, they're part of a cooperative, and this wine comes from another vineyard nearby that produces white wines. After that, we were all invited to a home-cooked lunch. The town where this vineyard's located is absolutely stunning, and it floors me that it's not really on the tourist path. One of the other helpers was a local winemaker himself who told us that 50 years ago, the whole town used to smell like wine. Apparently, it used to be much more common for people to produce their own wine at home, which they would do in the basements, allowing the aroma of winemaking to waft up through the light wells and into the streets. After a few minutes of walking, we arrived at the owner's home where we were greeted with an impressive spread, including homemade polenta made in one of these old machines that I'm obsessed with. The table wine served with the meal is hands down the best table wine I've ever had. We were also treated to a few bottles of the same varietal of wine that we helped to harvest, and we were each sent home with a bottle from last year's harvest. Afterwards, I wondered if people in the States would be up for something like this. I feel like we as Americans can be more individualistic than Italians, that we'd have more of a what's in it for me kind of attitude, where Italians naturally see exactly what's in it for them, an interesting day out, community building, and the chance to break bread with your neighbors. All in all, this was one of my favorite days out we've had since moving here, and I look forward to doing it again.